Here we go. What's going on, people? Welcome to Mind and Muscle Radio. I'm your host, Shaud Taylor, and right now we're sitting here with the one and only Mel Lance AMILLION. How's it going, fellas?
What it do? What it do? This is your boy Lance AMILLION, the nigga with a podcast. I got my man right here sitting with me, the main man. Man, tell him what's up, man.
Man, you know what it is, man. It's your main man, Mel, just over here kicking it with my man, Lance AMILLION. We just over here keeping it a bill, kicking that real spill, and it's coming at you real fast.
Already,
we over here
no
representing
doubt.
for the
Nigga with a podcast. What's up with you, brother? How you doing, man?
I'm doing great, This is the first episode of season 2.
Oh, congratulations, my nigga.
We thank y'all. We appreciate y'all coming out and everything. So, give us a rundown about the podcast that y'all have going on.
Oh, yeah. So, it's called Nigga With A Podcast. With A Podcast for the Caucasian homies that can't say the N-word. You know how that goes, you know. So, that's With A Podcast, WITTA. Podcast.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
You know, because we in Utah, man. So, we doing something different out here, man.
Oh, you know it. Shout out to Big Mike in the
Hey,
house.
what up, Mike? OG in the house.
Already. So we're gonna start with Lance, man.
What's up with you, brother?
Give us a rundown about your bio and everything.
Oh, yeah, you know, I'm Lance AMILLION, you know what I'm saying, recording artist, you know, turned mogul, you know what I mean? I have multiple different avenues and everything, and I just, you know, I started my podcast, Podcast CLOTHTALK, tongue twister right there, you know, last year, 2018, and I was planning it for 2 years and everything, and then we did Nigga With A Podcast. We started that at the beginning of this year, and that shit took off, you know, me and my man Mel, so we just been working, man, like, you know, there's like, it's been a journey, you know, like we, you know, it's been a journey.
Right on. So, give us a rundown of maybe some of the people that you work with in the past.
You talking about with the music or just is in with the podcast?
Anything.
Oh, okay. Like worked with like in the studio, stuff like that?
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I worked with everybody out here, especially out here in Utah. I thrive off of, you know, keeping it homegrown Utah, and
right.
You know, this is my land, and this is where I live, and this is where I'm gonna be, you know, die and everything.
Right
of,
on.
You know.
So you're originally from Utah?
No, I'm originally from California.
Yeah. California in the house. Shout out to California.
Yeah, I'm originally from California, you know what I'm saying? I'm Creole, so, you know, everybody, all my family members is in New Orleans and everything.
Right.
So, you know, I'm a gumbo pot. I got a gumbo thing going on. And New Utah Orleans Jazz, you know, I coined that.
Right.
You know, so.
I heard the mixtape, by the way,
Oh, man,
Silicon
appreciate
Slopes.
that. Hey,
you sent it to me and everything. Shout out to that. It was hot.
Word.
What's one of the tracks that you know that you can take with you and you can say, well, you know, if somebody was to come up and maybe you was selling your product, selling your album and everything, what's one of the songs that will stand out that you can say, you know, check this one out?
Off the Silicon Slopes, off the new one.
Yeah.
The one that got me on tour with P.D. Pablo was that new Utah Orleans Jazz.
Okay.
Yeah, facts.
Okay. So you did tour with P.D. Pablo, right?
Yeah. Just got a couple little nights, you know what I mean?
Where was that located at?
We went to Boise, we went to Twin Falls and Salt Lake.
Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so
Nice,
it was cool little,
nice.
you know, little getaway, you know what I mean?
Right.
Catch them on my side of the city, you know?
Yeah, I feel
like
that. I feel
that. Well, I don't gotta go far for the tours and everything. I could just kind of stay in my
So is it hard
backyard.
work?
Huh?
Is it hard work?
Yeah, it is hard work. You know, shit. You know, I lost a lot of weight, man, to keep going the way that I'm doing now. I lost 75 pounds, man. I was
right.
You know, as a rapper, you get caught up in the whole drinking and leaning, and you know, and all the poisons and everything is glorified. So you wind up obese, damn near. And I was getting obese, and I was like, God damn. Me and my wife was like, man, you know what? We're gonna turn this around because everybody's rooting for us, you know. And we had the Heart in the Paint, you know, at its little peak at the little 4 or 5 years we was in. So it was like, shit, let's lose this weight, and I was ready. I was ready to get back into the music. You know what I mean? I couldn't really shoot videos overweight. I didn't like how I looked on the camera.
Right.
You know, it was like a ego thing, battling your ego. You wanna turn up, you wanna have fun and everything, but can't even shoot videos. You don't even feel comfortable behind the camera right now. So it was weird. It was a weird journey. It was, you know, so I've been going through it, man. I'm 32 now, though. I'm not the baby that everybody remembers.
Veteran in the game.
The 17, 18-year-old Lance AMILLION. Yeah, you didn't have those problems. But as I got older, you know, then they got the diabetes off the damn lean and shit, man.
Yeah. No doubt.
Word. So I got a story to tell, but when it comes to this music, I just feel like ain't nobody fucking with me, Still to this day, at 32, I'm better than I ever been.
Right.
It's funny because they try to retire you,
Oh yeah.
try to retire you at a young age and shit, like suck you out your youth.
Right.
So I don't let that shit happen to me, man. They started doing that shit to my friends and all that, my peers, and they let it get to them.
So what is a way to stay relevant?
You just gotta recreate. You just gotta stay creative. You can't get put in that box. Nobody can tell Lance AMILLION that Lance AMILLION is this.
Right.
And I started trap music in Utah. I coined that.
No
I was one of the first with a dance record out here. I coined that. And I do it for Utah, so I take it serious as fuck.
Indeed.
So that's how I stay relevant. I stay working with the youth too, like showing them love when they was 8, 9, 10, and now when they're like 21 or whatever the of age, they know like, hey, Lance always had my back. He always told me the realest shit that I could hear at the time, and they didn't even
Right.
Now they're all older, you know what I mean? So
Right.
yeah, that's another way to stay relevant is treat the youth right.
Exactly.
Treat them right when they're young, so when they're older of age and they could pull you up too,
Right.
relationships.
Right.
So, that's kind of how I thrive off of this, I got a different mind frame when it comes to the entertainment business because I've toured all over the country, man, off of Utah rap, hip hop.
So I don't know if it was true, but I've heard from a couple people that you were signed before.
Yeah, well, I had multiple deals, man. I've had multiple deals, but I've never signed. Nah, I didn't sign.
Okay.
I worked with them. I worked with Atlantic. My brother Calico had a deal with Purple City. Jim Jones and them guys.
Okay.
I had sit downs with everybody from Def Jam Island to everybody. So I worked with a lot of labels. You know what I mean? And
Right.
it just I never felt that all the hard work I was putting in, I was never seeing the return.
Right.
So, like it's almost like they jingle that in front of your face, you know what I mean? And I didn't know about staying independent at the time. I knew E40, Master P and all those guys, but come on, man, those dudes said they like had millions,
Right.
Baby and them had millions before they was CEOs of these companies.
Right.
So
Right.
I never knew that the independent, like now, everybody wants to be independent now. But,
Right.
back in those days, yeah, you wanted to be signed, but nah, I never got. I was just. It's funny that you say that, bro, because I was literally just at the barbershop, man. You see, I come out here. I was growing my shit. I was growing my shit back out, but you know what I say? I'm gonna leave it up to the youngsters.
Facts.
I'm gonna leave it up to the youngsters.
Facts. Yeah.
So I cut it off today, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
They still ask me about my face. When I'm gonna cut the face.
Yeah, I remember you had the dreads.
Yeah, I did all that. I coined that with the rappers,
Right,
the grills, the chains, the Stewie chain, the box Chevys. I was throwing concerts at a young age and everything. So, a lot of that stuff I coined, man. And I'm saying I started it in the world, but in Utah, I was like most definitely on top of all the fucking waves. You know what I mean?
Right.
And I have had deals on the table where I was going back. I had a deal on the table one time, right? On some weird shit, man. I'm, this podcast, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So I'm gonna give y'all the real spill, you know what I mean? So we sitting at the basement, right? This is in St. Louis, and these niggas got the bag. I'm talking about the bag, nigga. Like they got money, they got the bag. Yeah. So I'm not gonna say no names or whatever, but we sitting in the basement and we going over my music and. They're like, yeah, this is it. Yeah, this is it. We gonna most definitely cut you this check, the $150, signing bonus.
Right.
They got it. They got it. So I was like, all right, cool, word. But then he's like, but we gotta go take you shopping.
Right.
And I'm like, what the fuck? I never had no grown man say you take a nigga to shopping, bro.
Exactly.
The fuck kind of shit is that? I looked at my bro.
Right.
He's my manager. I looked at him like, nigga, what the fuck is this nigga talking about?
Right.
Some like Illuminati shit. Talking about go change your whole shit up. You know what I mean? Change your whole get up, man. Skinny jeans and shit like that.
Right.
And I wasn't into it, so I was not feeling that. I was like, nah, man, I gotta get the card myself. I gotta go take myself shopping.
Exactly.
I'll go with you. Like, we can all go, but
Right.
you're not picking out my clothes
Right.
at all, my nigga. You cannot tell me what I'm like dressing in for this fucking record deal.
Right.
Trying to groom me, yeah. And I learned that later on in life.
Yeah.
Like, there is people that are in part of the label that are there for that, you know, artist development and stuff like that. So, but that, I was young, so I wasn't hearing none of that. And then they was like, yeah, and you got to rep Cali. And I was like, I'm already in Utah with a core following. Why would I do that?
What brought you out to Utah? I mean, we all been through the situation. I know Mike from Denver. He been out, come out here.
Facts.
Mel, being from Dallas.
Right.
Also you.
Right.
Being from California,
Yeah.
myself being from Dallas. You know
Right,
what I mean?
word.
So what brought y'all out here? Let's speak with Mel too. Also,
Yeah,
about this.
yeah. You want? Yeah, man.
I came out here with my wife, man. She came out there to Texas. Her homegirl was dating my brother, so I met her that way.
Right.
Then I ended up coming out this way, made a couple moves, and didn't go right back to Dallas. I had a nice little job lined up and everything.
Right.
Was getting life on the roll and everything. So that's what really kept me out here. I came out here. It was like on a limited time basis. I thought we was gonna go right back. Then everything was looking up, so I ended up staying. And it's been cool ever since.
Okay. So So I know that Lance mentioned to me about the podcast that y'all have together. So what inspired you to just say, well, like a lot of people, they talk about that this person, like say for instance that Lance don't want to work with such and such. You know what I mean? No. What brought you together? To say, hey, we're gonna put that plexing or whatever to the side, not say that y'all plexing or anything, but
see that's when I first came out here. I met Lance. We had a good rapport ever since we met. It been 100. All the stuff we done kicked it, chopped it up on, everything just been all good. So everything been all good as far as I could say with me and Lance. And he put me on this podcast stuff. I ain't know nothing about what a podcast was even.
Right.
Watching no podcast. And shit, he invited me to Cloth Talk.
Okay.
I was watching, seeing the algorithm, how everything was moving and everything. And
right.
He just been messing with me, then.
Nice.
He was telling me about the new idea, the nigga with a podcast.
Right.
And then we've been hitting it ever since.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So what was you doing like before the podcast? You were doing
I'm an artist.
Okay.
I rap, I sing, I make beats. I'm a producer.
Okay.
So
nice. So where can they find you? You got any social
links? I got an Instagram. It's Melvin Price, Mel 3 Mel.
Okay.
Just hit me up at that on Instagram. I got the beats on deck, whatever you need.
Okay,
I rap,
nice.
sing, like I said.
Nice.
Lately, I've been on this podcast. So
yeah.
We've
It's a beautiful thing.
We've been grinding on the podcast lately.
Yeah,
so,
I've been seeing y'all, man. I think with y'all podcast, I seen maybe 3 episodes.
Okay. Yeah.
But I've been kind of following Cloth Talk since season 1 and then also season 2. Yeah. I mean, I remember seeing Sammy Saya. Also 2, and then just a recent one. What's the guy name that Mark? Yeah, I just recently seen that one also too. Yeah, dope, pretty dope, man, and everything. So, yeah, we sitting here once again with Mel and Lance AMILLION, and you heard it first right here on Mind and Muscle Radio. So let's get back to Lance. So my man, what inspired you to keep doing the podcast? I mean, what gives you the motive and the drive?
Well, as I said, man, I was planning it for 2 years, man. Like, you know what I mean? So I knew it wasn't gonna be easy, and I knew it wasn't gonna be something that people, because I was like, just like Mel, like I was telling them what podcasting is, and they're like, what the fuck? I'm still selling it to people, like still teaching them what podcast is. So, I knew it was gonna be like a real marketing thing. Like it was gonna take energy, a lot of marketing skills, and a lot of fucking prep to get it where I wanted it to be. So,
and it kind of takes you away from your music too. You know what I mean? It's kind of like a full-time job within itself. You know what I mean?
Well, for me, it actually puts me closer to my music because I use my music as my intros.
Right.
So when people be in the comments like, "Hey, what song is that?" You know, I like that intro. You know, like so it kind of like I wanted to make sure I kept my shit mine.
Yeah, it's a dope intro.
Thank you, brother. I appreciate that. Shout out to Dawn for hooking that up right there.
Yeah.
Mama Dawn, she's fucking took care of me. Yeah,
right.
Like second season, third season, fourth season, all that shit. Cloth Talk. That's the Cloth Talk.
Now the first season didn't have as far as the intro video.
The first, it had like a little transition.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
It was like, you know, it was really, really, really short. It was really, you know, but it was one of my songs and one of my verses.
Yeah.
My man Pesse hooked that up. You know what I mean? We did the record and everything, and we were like, well, we got to do an intro. What do we use? And then I just dropped the verse like literally like that day type shit. And we was like, man, just use that verse.
Yeah.
So we just, you know, just get it off the ground, man. Like it was, as I said, man, it was hard, bro. It was hard. We was just, I don't know if it was necessarily hard to do the podcast, but to start it was the hard part. Like, what do you want? Where do we go? Like, what are we doing? Mm-hmm. That part, because people still ask, what is your podcast about? Nothing.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I'm not gonna tell you what it's about because you're gonna fucking put it in a box. You know, if I tell you it's politics, I don't like politics. If I tell you it's hip hop, I don't like hip hop. So I'm not gonna tell you anything. I'm just gonna tell you, hey, go check out my podcast because I got everybody on there. You know what I mean?
Right.
And that was another thing too. Like, because at first, like I had all my homeboys lined up to do the show.
Yeah.
You know, like it was about to be some bullshit.
Yeah, and trying to reach out and you're right about that because that's where I think you should start at.
Yeah,
you know, but the people that you trying to, you know, give a little publicity and a little, you know, maybe like a little upstart.
Yeah,
you know, it seemed like they steer away from it.
Yeah, it's new,
but they
bro.
complain about, hey, ain't nobody putting me on.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying?
And it's very new, bro. Like it's very new. Like it's something that you like literally have to be like trust the process. You know, like can't be like a half-hearted person. Like you can't come in the podcast and you can't go into anything second guessing
knowing
yourself.
what you're doing. Yeah,
not even knowing what you're doing. Like I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. I just watched enough podcasts and know enough fucking key things to do. You know what I mean? Like you gotta trust yourself. You know, like it's like anything, man. Come on now, like we all, you know, been in the music industry. We know how to take a no. We know what people what it feels like. I always say this on the podcast. Rap is the only place where you can go up and motherfucker talk about your mama. Talk about you.
Right.
Talk about all that. I shoot you 100 times. Like, God damn, you shot a nigga 100 times. Like, you know, like, I done heard all that shit. You know, they be directing it to you.
Yeah.
It's very, very direct. So,
but it on the subliminal note, though, right?
No, with battle rapping and like the whole, you know, like you remember, like we used to battle rap each other.
Right,
like,
right.
Yeah. Now it's subliminal as fuck.
Indirectly.
Now you have to dissect every little thing you hear from
an
artist that you may or may not.
So have you ever had somebody like maybe come to, I mean, probably put out a record about you, but never approach you? Know?
Yeah, all the time. Yeah, all the time. I'm probably one of the most like into the rap, you know. Into that. I entertain that shit in my
with a name like the Mayor, I would.
And the people gave me that name. I did not give myself that name.
So what I mean,
back to
you spoke about it on your podcast, about the name Mayor, you know, and you being from Rose Park, you know, So how did that name come about?
It was doing hard in the paint, and somebody was just like, "Nigga, you the mayor, Nick."
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like what? You know. Now I'm starting to see the GOAT, nigga.
Yeah. Indeed, you got ain't nothing wrong with that.
It's fun, you know, coming from where I come from with the music, man, and me like working so hard, you know, and turning down all them record deals and working with labels and not getting paid out and stuff like that.
Right.
Just I went through it, man. I went through it all. I know, my nigga. So I don't know. They call me the mayor because I know, you know, I know, I get it. You know, so I get why they call me the mayor. So I hashtag that joint and caught on, you know. But they were hashtagging that shit, and now they hashtagging the GOAT. You know, I'm not gonna go there, but
that's what's up.
It was crazy. I was like, I've never been a GOAT in anything. Okay, this is dope.
But I think you are, you know, in some sense because of what you're doing. I mean, not only with the music, we can go on and on because I done checked out your work. You know what I mean?
Word, good look.
We gonna go into the more of what you're doing with Heart and Paint.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
And that's something where it's bringing the community together.
Right.
You see what I'm saying? And I applaud you for that.
Thank you,
You know
brother.
what I mean?
I appreciate that, man.
So I've came to some Heart and Paints. I remember the one in Centennial Park in West Valley, Sugar House also too.
Cracking.
And I know you have to have a team.
Yeah.
In order to put this thing together. I mean, I know you can't really sleep on some days thinking about that, you know.
Right.
How do you put all that together?
Honestly, man, like, you know, I have had a lot of people that helped me out throughout my career, you know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
Especially with Hard to Paint, because
Right.
it is, you know, you got to have some people behind it. Even if they're not helping, long as they're not hurting, then they're helping. You know, like, you know, it doesn't necessarily need to be a man on boots on the you know. We don't need all the manpower every time. That's not what we're looking for. We need that support, you know what I mean? And it's been beautiful. So yeah, I had
You all right over there?
it's that white noise.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I've had a lot of people help me out, man, and come through and bring, you know, different things for the kids and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
My wife has been the biggest help, you know, and
Right.
my son, and you know, they've been the biggest help, man. So man,
Shout
it's
out to the
blessing.
wife.
Yeah,
Shout out to the
Baby
wife.
Yella. It's just blessing, you know, to be
Yeah,
able
no
to
doubt.
see this like flourish into. It was a piece of paper.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I wrote it on a piece of paper in 2011. I wrote 5 events. So this is a
Wow.
gem. I wrote 5 events out, and I executed all 5 that next year, 2012. And this was a manifestation. You know what I mean? I was like, I gotta execute these, and I did them. The hip hop awards, the first hip hop awards that was for the underground rappers, did that. And
when
show.
When did y'all drop that? Oh, y'all did. Yeah, y'all did do that a while ago.
Yeah. And then, you know what? I wanted to wait 10 years in between type shit just to like let everybody build up, because Utah's not a big market where there's a lot of album sales, and like rappers don't really feel like they have to put out as much bodies of work out here because it's just like not a big market.
But it's a lot of mainstream artists come out here though. That's
Yeah,
the thing,
facts.
you know?
Facts. Well, you know, now these youngsters, they're on it, you know, but I'm talking about like the legends and everything. You know, like niggas wasn't mixtaping 100 records out at once. I know Calico and Blocks and them, those guys did for a while, but you know, it's just, it takes time in Utah to build up to see who's number one. You know, it's just like any local community thing. You know, it's just, it's not every year is like ideal, but like every artist doesn't drop every year. Right. So I don't know.
So I've seen on your podcast where you started the top 5. Who are your top 5?
Top 5 industry are in the
I'm talking.
local.
We can go locally.
Okay.
And then we'll go mainstream.
All right.
Don't get offended. Don't get offended by it.
And
No, I'm saying for some of the people that's listening, you know what I mean?
Because the more and more that I hear people's top 5s, I'll be like, nigga, you said okay. This is a drug fact.
Yeah.
You know, but I would have to say me. I'm gonna put myself on there. Okay. Top 5. I'm gonna throw Mac Demon in there just because his lineage and how long he's been doing it. And he was like
the Godfather.
The Godfather.
That's what it is.
Yeah. We're gonna throw Mac Demon in there. I'm gonna throw Calico in there. I gotta throw one of my SA partners, man. So I'm gonna have to say like Hog Boss, you know, just for his work.
Shout out to Hog Boss,
always being a good dude. And I'm gonna say Pale and Chaotic. I put those two together.
Yeah, they do.
So Pale and Chaotic. I think that's
that whole crew is dope though.
Yeah,
you know.
So because and it's crazy because I've been hanging with Chaotic lately.
Yeah.
My brother, my brother Third Eye and everything. That's all his age.
Yeah.
Groups. And I never hung with Chaotic. Like all these years. I've been rapping. I've been doing music out here since I was 14.
Yeah. He's just on a different level though. That's it just you have to really open up your mind and receive what he's doing, you know what I mean? But he's real hard.
So I fuck with everybody, but like there's dope artists. There's a lot of dope artists. I like them. I like a lot of people. I worked with everybody. There's a couple that I haven't worked with yet, but like I haven't worked with Chaotic, but I worked with Pale, so it's kind of the same thing.
Yeah, it is.
Like a lot of the like the people that come from that label or a record company or crew or whatever. That's like
you
rapping with his OG if you rapping with him, basically.
Yeah.
He's an example of him anyways.
Right.
You know, or whatever. So that's how I always look that shit. I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think different about my artistry. As I said, man, like I'm a Scorpio, man, so I really look at things different, you know.
Okay.
I really do, and I have tough skin, you know.
Yeah.
Nothing that these new artists can say or do it can make me mad or anything. They try a lot.
Right.
They're trying to give me
You gotta have tough skin.
You got it.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, so, you know, just as a vet, man, as 32-year-old Lance, I'm chilling, man. I ain't trying to bomb on nobody.
Yeah.
So.
You know, it's as simple as that.
Yeah,
you know,
and I'm still in the studio though.
Yeah,
everybody knows that.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's why it's like, come on, man.
Yeah,
I could drop at any given second.
Oh yeah, ain't no doubt.
So
you got a lot of songs in the vault already.
Who,
right?
me?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, man, bro. I got at least 1,000 songs in my catalog, like 1,000 bangers. You know,
nice.
Easily, and I could. I usually when I have barbecues and stuff, I play my music. I don't listen to everybody else.
Mm-hmm.
Just don't. I don't. I listen to my friends. I listen to people I like. You know, and that's it. I don't listen to that shit.
I heard that.
You know? So I don't know. But I do love a lot of the artists' hard work that they put in, even if that's like their old age, and you know, like a lot of my peers retired and stuff at this time now, and I'm like, how do you retire at 32? Whatever, you know.
Some people go through it, man. It's just I think it for most people it was just a phase. You know, they felt it, but you know they kind of stir into like the ifs or the buts or you know the whys or whatever. You know, whatever.
The doubt.
Yeah, the doubt really.
The doubt is it.
You know, then hard times come sometimes. You know.
Yeah. You know, and podcast is the same as the rap game to me, man.
Oh yeah,
it is, dog. You know. Coming into the podcast game, I thought it was gonna be like, hey, this is the new podcast.
Yeah.
You know, this is the first podcast I got on since I started my podcast.
Okay.
You feel me? Because I didn't want no weird signals with these people. You know.
Yeah.
Like I started seeing people squirm and everything. You know.
Yeah.
And I was like, what the fuck? Why are they tripping like that? You know what I mean?
I think it's because I think one guy in your podcast was saying it's because that a lot of people, I guess they're afraid to do what you're doing. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Wasn't that two? That was two, wasn't it?
Yeah, two. Yep.
Yeah,
two.
he said that, and I really believe that. I really believe that it takes a lot of courage. It takes a lot of understanding of the business, regardless of what you're doing.
Yeah.
To really, you know, get that placement or whatever. You know.
Right, I appreciate everything, man. I appreciate what you doing too, man, because you've been consistent. You know what I mean? I fuck with you.
I'm just behind the scenes, you know.
But I listen to your shit. You know what I mean?
I was kind of selfish in a sense, you know, just thinking this and thinking that, you know what I mean. But once it's just like kids get involved, and you know, and then also, I've worked with certain artists and stuff like that, and we have our differences and everything and stuff like that. Sometimes you just. Hey, it is what it is, you know. And sometimes it's good with just jumping and helping other people.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like just being a team player, you know, everybody, and don't get in your selfish ways to say, you know, well, me.
I know,
you know what I mean?
I hate that shit. Like that's how I have to talk. Talk about the brands and everything.
Oh yeah.
But like, no, that's why I started Cloth Talk, because I wanted to big up niggas. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Give niggas props. Like,
yeah.
I fuck with all these people, and I want people to understand that these people are fucking dope at what they do. You know what I mean? So it was a very unselfish thing to do.
Right.
Was Cloth Talk, and I've been wanting to do. I'm an unselfish person. Like, yeah, I like the good things, and I do like to, you know, do what I gotta do out here to survive and everything. But like, I'm not trying to fucking down your whole shit and fucking end your career.
Right.
Like, end niggas and shit.
Yeah,
you know? It's like, what is wrong with these motherfuckers? You know, like, what happened? It just
already
either getting on the mic, meeting up, duking it out, or just battling it out. Like, let the fans decide. Yeah. Like, if we artists and you really feel that way, bro, say it.
Right,
and we can get to it.
Right.
And then we can end it after. It
can
be over, you know, like that's how I remember doing it.
Mm-hmm.
You know, and you know, so I don't know. It's a weird place.
Yeah, it is.
It is a weird place. You know?
It is.
We run this shit, you know?
Yeah, no doubt.
Started
no
a
doubt.
lot of this shit, so we can't just give up on the youngsters, man. The youth needs us.
Oh yeah, ain't no doubt.
That's
no doubt.
another reason why I started Cloth Talk, because the youth needs to understand his history.
Yeah.
Cloth Talk 4044 as well. You know,
Ain't no
what I mean?
doubt.
At that 4044.
Yeah, y'all definitely go check out the Cloth Talk. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? The podcast, and then N.W.A. Niggaz Wit A Podcast, also with Mel Lance AMILLION.
Yeah.
So what's up with the I guess, is it an endorsement deal with the Hidden?
Yeah. The brand ambassador.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay,
At the
nice.
local companies.
Nice,
You know what I mean?
nice.
The local
We ain't gonna get
facilities.
into all that, you know what I mean? But congratulations on that. You know, keep making power moves and
Thanks,
everything.
man. I appreciate it. It's
And
nice
stuff.
too, cause you know, like cause we was doing the podcast and everything.
Yeah.
Like, and I was reaching out to a lot of different people, but people don't know what podcasting is.
Right.
At this point.
Right.
This is just last year.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And this is fucking crazy to me. Like, now everybody's talking about it now on the radio and this and that. But last year, just this time last year, motherfuckers was like, what the fuck are you asking for? I'm like, hey, we need to bring some shit in, get some banners, nigga, you know, decorate. You know,
Right.
like trying to put the podcast
Yeah.
together.
Yeah.
Thinking this is what a podcast has to be.
Yeah.
You know, that was the
Yeah.
beauty of it.
Right.
Like,
Right.
figured out, nah, man, it's like people are going to watch it because of us. You know, like,
Exactly.
It's not about fucking a banner in the back. It's not about where you're at, nigga. Your podcast is audio, dog. It's it. That's it.
Exactly.
Visuals is extra.
Exactly.
Skirt.
Already.
we was just talking about that too. We was talking about how, you know, you were speaking on this music, you know.
Right,
We was
right.
just chopping it up, saying how like the way we be dropping this podcast is damn near like making an album or EP every week. When
Exactly.
We drop an episode,
Yeah.
you know.
Yeah,
Because we
no
kicking
doubt.
a lot of shit that we can't get all into an album or EP anyway.
Right,
you know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
Yeah, that's how
Oh,
we
yeah.
been looking at it though.
Yeah, exactly. So y'all want to give any shout outs or anything? I mean, I enjoyed this. I really enjoyed this.
Hey,
you know.
first and foremost, I want to say appreciate you having us on, man.
Oh no doubt.
You know?
Appreciate y'all, man.
Yeah, you know,
Appreciate
shout out
y'all.
to the fam, everybody back home in Texas, Dallas.
Oh yeah.
Shout out to all the fam in the
Triple
booth.
D.
Yeah, you already know,
Already.
man.
How long you been? How long it's been since you've been back home?
See, I go home like every year. I was just back at the crib Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay.
You
nice,
know, so
nice.
I at least go home like once, twice a year or something like that. You know,
Mm-hmm.
yeah. I ain't missed a beach yet.
Yeah.
Since
yeah.
I've been out here. I've been out here going on like 9.5, maybe 10 years now.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a lot of the shootings, man. I remember just in May it was like 41 deaths
Man,
out there, man. It's crazy.
getting crazy, huh?
It's getting really crazy, but you know, it's just shout out to Dallas, man. I mean,
Shout
they're
out to 'em.
improving. I mean, you know, it's just I think with the political system and everything out there, it need a big change.
Yeah.
You know, need to get some of them old heads out the
Yeah,
out the
that's
office,
it. That's it, though.
You know, and stuff like that. But it's a beautiful city.
It
you know what I
is.
mean? But I just had I didn't run from Dallas or anything, but it was just time for a change. You know, I got the invitation to come out here and try to, you know, I guess get my life right.
Yeah.
You know, which I feel like I am doing good and everything, but Utah is a beautiful place. Salt Lake City is a beautiful place.
It is though.
You know.
It is.
And stuff like that. But you know, it's good. You know, you out here, you know, to see something different though.
Yeah.
you
Change
know.
is always good though.
Yeah.
You know, because I ain't never think I was gonna leave home.
Oh,
You know
yeah.
what I'm saying? But you
Oh,
know,
yeah.
I think everybody need to make a move, you know, at least once.
But they
Just to
scared,
see what's out
man.
there.
It's like they scared. The people that we knew
Yeah.
in the hood. You know, they for some reason they just scared to come out. You
Yeah.
know, it's just like one thing. I try to invite most of my family out or friends out. First thing they say, come out of mind. We don't want to come to Utah. All them white folks out here.
Yeah.
You know.
And
But it's also Chocolate City out here. It's
It is,
also
though.
different flavors out here.
Yeah.
You
But
know.
see, that's the thing. You don't know if you don't move around.
Right. Exactly. You know. So let them stay blind.
Yeah.
You know. I would say that.
Always say more for us.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear that.
Yeah.
I hear that. Yeah.
You gonna need me before I need you.
Yeah. You know what I'm saying? That's true.
Definitely.
I'm glad y'all came out, man.
Yeah. Hey, appreciate y'all having us, man.
Already.
It's a lot of fun. A lot of love.
So once again, where can they reach y'all at, man?
So you can reach me on Instagram at Mel3Mel87 or just type in Melvin Price. You know.
Yeah, Lance AMILLION. You know my rap name, Lance AMILLION. You can check our shit out on Lance AMILLION TV on YouTube, Instagram, Creel_Lamills with a Z. You know, Creel_Lamills with a Z. You know, we got that Hard to Paint Instagram cracking right now too. You know, it's kind of lit right now.
Right.
You know, we got the Hard to Paint DVD too. So this is the first place I'm talked about it. But I got it.
So where can they purchase it at or find
we
it?
haven't wrapped it up.
Oh, okay. Okay, so it's in works. Okay, so be looking out for that, y'all.
Yeah. So you know, and as I said, this was the 8th year. You know, 8 years of the Hard to Paint, and I've documented every year. So we got it. You know, with the bag. We got the bag, nigga. It's only getting better.
You heard of Baller TV?
Baller TV.
Matter of fact, this weekend they had it at the Sandy Expo, I believe, where they got a bunch of teams coming out, like it's official tournament. They got it going on right now too.
Oh, the AAU?
Yeah, Southtown. Yeah.
Yeah, his son playing. Yeah.
Oh, they right now?
Right,
Okay.
AAU,
Okay.
Yeah. We most definitely support AAU.
Yeah.
They got our back. You know, we got a lot of coaches in the AAU. You know, Hard to Paint's pretty much like a pro AM. You know what I mean?
It is really.
Yeah. It's a little different. You know, so I have to turn down a lot of money by telling people like, you might not want to walk in on this one.
Yeah.
You know, I don't want to do you like that, bro. I ain't gonna lie. I done turned down money telling some people like, I don't think this is the one.
Yeah.
You know, but this is what we do. You know what I mean? Like keeping that culture alive.
Yeah, don't let them buy you out, man.
Nah,
don't let them do that.
Man.
Don't sell.
They
Don't
try to
sell.
blackball your boy, whatever, man.
Yeah.
You know, I'm still rocking, man. Like,
cause it's gonna get bigger and bigger, and then also, I don't know if you had teams to go and play in other states or whatever.
No, we're not AAU, nothing like that. Like we ain't traveling. You know what I'm saying? All these guys do go out of town and play out of the states, but like as I said, like it's more like a pro AM. Like these guys are already officially running.
Right.
You know, so that's why you get to see the alley-oops, you know, off the backboard.
Yeah.
And, you know, all that type of stuff at our event. You know what I mean? They do that stuff at the other tournaments, but not like this with the music and the people. Like it's just not the same. It's period. Like, you know, and even when they're like even Hard to Paint 1 was never the same as any other tournament I've ever went to in Utah.
Right.
Just from the authenticity, like the people, the barbecue in the air, you know.
And to also see, and
that's just a little different, my nigga.
And you know, and to also see where a lot of people say is not a lot of people of color out here, but that's one. Right. That's your event is one place you can come out and. So it ain't the 10%. It ain't the 3%. It ain't the 5%. Like the whole thing is Soul Patrol.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's
the whole event.
Yeah, it's beautiful, man. Hey, but I'm gonna tell you, the essays.
Yeah.
You know, everybody, man. The polys.
Right.
Helped me get this where it's at.
Oh yeah. No doubt.
The first Hard to Paint champions was a team full of polys. And they came out in balls, you know. So like, you know, we got the blessing. Too. The first tournament was like, it's a no brainer.
Right.
And it was like, that was the tournament. I did have walk ups. You know, my first tournament, I just took new teams. I didn't know what I was doing. It was like, the fucking team was just $25, my nigga.
Right.
To get a team in Hard to Paint was $25 in 2012, my nigga. I didn't know. I was like, shit, you know. So I was taking $25 for people. I thought that they would just play ball.
Right.
These motherfuckers recruiting.
Wow.
And I ain't gonna lie, I had a squad.
Oh yeah.
I had a squad, but like they had.
Some people thought you had it rigged. But I was like, ain't nobody finna get out there and because you done had injuries out there, and everything. Yeah. So ain't nobody finna bust their ass. Excuse my language. Ain't nobody finna bust their ass.
It's not rigged.
And call it rigged. You know what I mean?
It's not rigged at all. And you know what?
Them boys play hard out there.
And that's why I can't even watch the NBA because I feel like it's rigged. And I'm talking real shit with you, my nigga.
You know it's rigged.
Yeah, it's like I throw a ball tournament.
It's a money game now.
Yeah, right. It's like I throw a tournament. I know what it is for a nigga in the last 2-3 seconds to really go in and you know it's gonna look different.
Right.
I'm not throwing no shade. You know what I mean? I got homeboys that played in the NBA and they come back and they help me throughout the years too. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So like I fuck with it. Like I'm still into the NBA and all that, but like I throw hard in the paint, dog.
Mm-hmm.
You know?
Have you ever thought about coaching?
I coached my team.
No, I'm talking about like if you had an opportunity.
Like really coaching like in the NBA?
Yeah.
Oh man.
Because the whole thing, the whole organization.
Coach Waller.
Because the whole, really, if you look at the whole organization that you run is really that has a vision.
Man, I appreciate you going that far with it, man. Like and seeing the vision, man. Because like as I said, bro, like I got big thing. My main goal in the end of it all is to be able to fly kids from inner cities and come to Utah for the weekend, the Hard to Paint All-Star Weekend, and take them to Lagoon, give them the experience. Because Utah could change lives, man. This place like this will change your life. People like, man, I know there's different out there.
Right,
right. Because we all lived in places, like I lived in St. Louis. I lived in East St. Louis, and the poverty and all that stuff is real, man. So, if you can get one of these kids to see the vision at an early age, man, he could change his whole DNA at that point, because like I seen it. Like we can go out here, play basketball, and go to the damn lagoon and just chill. Like it's all nice and everything. Utah's beautiful, like you said earlier.
Might not want to leave, man.
They ain't gonna want to leave. So and we bring the parents out too. You know what I mean? So that's my goal. You know what I mean? It's just like to get people to come and check it out. And give them an opportunity. Because it is like hiking and everything, Yeah. We got a lot of opportunity, man. So I just, that was my goal, man. Is like at the end of it all, just to, if I don't, it's not saying if I don't, what, like, if God willing that I don't get my rec center,
Okay. Yeah.
Then, hey, we still going to change these lives, man.
Ain't no doubt. Ain't no doubt.
We ain't stopping. You know what I mean? Because we want the rec. We want the land. We want the rec. The Boys and Girls Club, shout out to Boys and Girls Club, but we could do a little different, you know what I mean? Yeah. And really make some impact, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not saying they don't make no impact, because they do a good job too by, opening the doors, and that's all it's about, is opening the doors.
Ain't no doubt.
It's hard to paint, man. Like, come on, man. That's my shit.
I know it. That's your baby. I know it is. I know it is.
Like, and it was crazy too, because like when I first started Hard to Paint, man, I swear to God, bro, I said that shit so many times every day. I would make other people talk about it. Yeah. And it was just like, like that's how I really
word of mouth.
Like
word
4 years. Yeah. 4 years every day was just hard to paint. I'm fucking other motherfuckers started just talking about it. Like, man, we fucking with it. Like we going to the next Hard to Paint, you know what I mean? Yeah. And did that shit for like 4 repetitive years. Ever since then. And then I bought Brian Russell. I was there. Yeah. Yeah, you and Mike was there. I remember when, so that changed it up too. Right. Because then they seen me different. I said, oh, he's just more than a rapper. Right. He actually, he's actually hanging with the the elite, and and this is what he's gonna do. And that was beautiful, you know what I mean? And Jeremy Evans coming to the tournament, was beautiful, man. Like, I remember the cops came. Somebody had told him, I'm gonna be real. This is real. We podcasted. Yeah. This is the shit that's in the book. Yeah. So somebody had told them, this is at Sugar House, my last year at Sugar, second year. I don't know what year, but so they're like, I would have to look at the research, but they were like, somebody has a gun. The police come to the Sugar House Park saying somebody has a gun. Somebody called and said somebody has a gun. And I'm like, what? Like, this is a right to carry state, sir. Like, what are you talking about? Even if somebody had a gun, what would that be an issue? Right. Everybody can have a gun. Like, what are you talking about? Right, They were, like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying, like, you brandishing it and shooting. Like, nobody was doing any of that. Like, come on now. Right. Like, so the cops, I'm talking to him, because I'm, respectful, because we're all working together at this point, because I got the event here. Right. We want everybody to get home safe. We don't want them antagonized by the police. So we got to get them comfortable so they can get up out of there. Right. So first thing I'm thinking, I'm like, so what's up, man? And I'm talking to him. First time I ever talked to him. He like, yeah, somebody said you had a gun down here. Woo, wow, wham. I said, sir, you see that car over there? And he looked in over there. I said, you know who that is? And he was like, nah, who is that? I said, man, that's Jeremy Evans. I said, he just won the slam dunk competition. Yeah. And that cop's eyes lit up like a light bug. I'll never forget it. And I was like, damn, bro. I was like, that nigga, I was like, you want a plate? We had, we had shrimp, right? Catfish, everything going. It's beautiful. You know what I mean? They left. They never came back. I never had another problem with them after that. Right. After they seen Jeremy Evans at Hard to Paint. Yeah, it was dope.
It's a lot of vendors. Yeah.
You know what it is.
Yeah, we know what it is, but at the same time, you gotta respect it.
Right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
Cause I could have been a sucker. That's what they were hoping.
Right.
Oh, he ain't gonna come and talk. We're gonna be able to say, oh, he hides from us. Nah.
Yeah.
Like this is something different, sir.
Right.
I don't know what you on if you thinking that, but whoever called the cops and said there was a gun was hating. You know what I mean? And trying to get people hurt, but they, they don't know the structure that we have is
kind of trying to take your baby from you. You know what I mean? They want to find some type of reason.
To
take it
right away. Because it's something that's never been done before.
Exactly.
This is something that made history 8 years, like street basketball in Utah. Like, what are you talking about?
Right.
And there's a lot of hoopers that come through Utah, man. So it ain't far fetched.
Yeah.
It's just there was never no soul in it.
Right.
Let's talk that shit. You
right.
know what I mean?
Right.
When put that soul in it.
Right.
I put my soul in it. I gave them what they want.
Right.
Because I said, hey, if I could turn these local rappers that I grew up with and hung with and kick it with into celebrities, local celebrities.
Right.
And local celebrity is everything, man. You got to be popping at home first.
Oh, yeah.
It's a big thing to me. In my head, like, you got to be popping at home.
It's true.
So I figured, man, if we could turn some of these ballers into like rapper style face people,
right?
I think this would be dope. So that's what I was going after. That's why, like, I had the camera crews all from the first Hard in the Pain. I got it on tape.
Right.
First one, 2012, got it on tape. 2013, got it on tape, bro. Like I know how it is when the camera's on you in the music.
Right.
Because there's a time where I didn't have nobody to hold the camera for me. So a lot of my shows, I don't have pictures.
Right.
Because that wasn't the thing. Niggas like, nigga, hold the camera. Like, nigga might feel like you try to disrespect him. Nigga, you want me to hold the camera? Yeah. Well, nigga, I'm in the club. What's up?
Like back then, you know what I mean?
Love you too, man.
But now it's like how the visual game is now. That's what everybody want to see. The progression.
Yeah.
And stuff like kind of follow you. You know what I mean?
Right.
Reality
and
TV.
Yeah, and that's and see, I didn't have that with the music.
Right.
Like, I didn't have that. I was one of the first motherfuckers in Salt Lake City with one of the cameras behind the scenes, though.
Right.
If you really look at my YouTube channel, it goes dark. It's like, this is some old shit.
Yeah.
I had the camera. I was like, man, I'm putting that shit on YouTube. I was one of the first motherfuckers with a YouTube in this bitch, dog. There was just a time where I just stopped. I just life, like we was talking about.
Yeah.
To revamp sometime,
Yeah,
right.
You got to. Yeah.
Right. So there was a big time where I just stopped, and so a lot of my shit, if you look at my music that's out YouTube, because YouTube is the biggest platform to me that I have my music on. Right. Honestly. Because people really could watch that shit. People really go tap in with your shit. SoundCloud now and all that stuff, but this is during that time. Right. This before people was really on YouTube. So the numbers was fluctuating. So I know people was watching them. Right. I just never really had my own videos. I was always in other people's shit, or like a feature on somebody else's shit. Right. I was just had the behind the scenes of that feature on my shit. Right. So it always was looking cool, like back in the day, with the numbers never really added up to what the song did and the behind the scenes shit. We weren't linking them up at this time. This wasn't like that. So I got a lot of underground shit. Like I got Juneteenth like 08, I think, up. Juneteenth 08, bro. Like, come on, man. Like, who has that footage out? I put that out because I just wanted to, give people that raw footage at the time when I was at. But then, as I said, I gained all that weight, man, in the process of me, getting my life together. Right. And by the time I looked up, I was like, damn. I ain't shot a video in a minute, and then I got back in my bag, and then I just, so now that's all my videos from 2017. They're all new that I directed, like everything.
Nice.
Yeah, that's.
And Mel, you mentioned you direct some of the videos also too.
Well, nah, I don't direct.
Okay.
I just produce. I
just
make beats and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. Have you ever thought about it?
I mean, I think it all kind of go together in a way. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I think if you don't do it now, eventually like getting into all this media and shit, you're gonna
Right.
eventually do it. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because you're always trying to find a new outlet or somebody to help you out or something.
Yeah.
That's what ended up happening. You know,
Okay.
just like that's how I started producing.
Yeah.
I just started producing like 2-3 years ago because I spend more as an artist. I was spending more time looking for music to make shit to. You know what I'm saying? Instead of writing music, so I was like, you know what? Just let me try to figure this shit out my damn self.
Right.
Let me make my own beats. You know.
So
what I'm
you
saying?
more into the trap, or are you more into the?
I mean, see, that's the thing.
R&B, or-
I could do it all.
Okay.
You
okay.
know, I could do it all. I'm real dynamic. So yeah, I do trap, R&B, you know, and to me it kind of seemed like all it is just your BPM. You know, if you slow it down, it sounds like R&B anyway.
Right.
But when you speed it up, it start getting trap and rap and shit. You know
Right.
what I'm
Right.
saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what's up, man. That's what's up. So we definitely appreciate y'all coming by doing the first episode, man. I mean, I had a blast. I mean, what more can I say? I mean, people can work together, get together, and we hope to do more of this, and stuff like that. So, yeah, we'll come by. We'll come by. We'll definitely come by.
Yeah, because, as I said earlier, man, I'm all about working together, man.
Yeah.
Trying to, bridge some.
Building that unity.
Yeah.
Yeah, because Utah, man, I'm telling you some real facts, man. My brother Calico, shout out to Cal, he sent me an article, man, and it was in the Tribune, I think. This 2019, what's it called? It was 2019. What's the word? I don't know the word, man. Yeah, so Black History Month. I'm looking because I hate saying it, so I took it out of my vocabulary. Yeah. I swear to God, I really don't I get into that anymore. You know what I mean? So that's where my brain went crazy right there, because I couldn't even think Black History Month shit. So he's sending me stuff through the emails that he's finding through the gyms, nigga. Gyms. There was 6 Black-owned newspapers in Utah back in the day. What? 6 Black-owned, bro. What? That shit crazy. You know what I mean?
They hiding it from us.
Yeah. It was.
And it seemed like all the black businesses, though, because I remember when I came down here, 2011.
Okay.
And I remember it was so many black businesses, black companies, but it's why no black businesses exist no more. Yeah. I can't say it for some that now, but we don't have a big percentage like we did a while ago. Yeah. And I wonder why is that?
Because it's hard to stay in business, I guess. I don't know. I try to wrap my brain around why people don't have more stores for like hair and stuff. We can buy shit from us, but yeah. But I will say this. Though, and I think for your next Hard in the Paint or the vendors, the black owned vendors that do come, yeah,
I think that should be a topic that should be spoken about. You can turn this, you can basically turn the Hard in the Paint event into an expo. You see what I'm saying? Yeah. Bring a lot of black business owners and have it like an expo where everybody get together.
But and I would never do that because it's already like that. It's the farmers market of, when I'm outside and everything, and I got
right.
It's the farmers market. I like the expo thing, but I think that's a little different. Okay. I think that would be something more. It would be different. It would be different. I personally, bro, I see Hard in the Paint going places that we can't even imagine.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say that's not right, because the expo is going to be dope too, but it's more like a farmer's market, man. We're supposed to share information, a networking party, networking. That's what it is.
Right.
It's a big network,
Yeah.
And you utilize it as a network.
Oh yeah.
Work. I try to introduce everybody to everybody. I try not to hide people too much. Business people. Right. These are the people. Go.
Right.
If you got a demo you need to cut, this is an engineer I work with, so it's gonna come out the way you want it to be. I don't know, that's all you could do.
Okay. How can they get in touch? Just say if a player wants to enter in to the Hard in the Paint.
Yeah.
How would they? Who would they need to contact? Would they need to contact you or?
Yeah. You can email Hard and Paint 801 @gmail.com. That's the email. And then you can just call my number too. You know what I mean? 801-410-9176.
Okay.
You heard? You know, we working out here, man. You know
already.
So, you know, I appreciate this, man. This was dope, though, man.
No doubt.
We have to come back, man.
Hope. Yeah, definitely. Hope for more, many things to come, man. We definitely appreciate y'all coming out, and we hope to. Matter of fact, what y'all have any shows or anything coming up?
Yeah. We drop every Friday.
Every Friday?
Yeah. Are you talking about rap concerts?
Yeah, like concerts, shows, events.
Man, like honestly, bro, I'm gonna be real with you, bro. Like I haven't performed one time this year. This is the first time in like 10 years I haven't performed already.
Wow.
Yeah. But I performed with the Zap band. Like,
but you already got your hands full, though.
Yeah, but then the last people that I performed with have been like, you know, those people like, you just like, nah, man, this is like,
yeah.
You know, I performed with some motherfuckers. Like, I'm cool
right.
for a second. You know, like, honestly.
Yeah.
But you still working, so.
Yeah, no,
exactly,
you know, it just
exactly.
I'm not necessarily practicing to do music right now, like the whole performance thing, but I am performing at the Heart in the Pain, the pre-party over at the Urban Arts Festival.
And when is that?
That's the 21st and the 22nd.
This month?
September.
Oh, September. Okay.
Yeah. It's at, you know, it's at the Galvin Center. So,
oh, nice.
Yeah, we'll be down there. We'll do Heart in the Pain on the 22nd, and we'll be doing the pre-party too.
Okay.
Now, we got a big name coming too.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
did you meet he moved out here. He's a resident out here now. Post Malone.
Oh yeah, Posty.
You met him already?
Nah, I never met Post Malone.
Oh, okay.
I've been around 2 or 3 people that like have items from this nigga or for him. My man made the sneakers and he never picked them up.
Oh really?
Yeah, and then my brother, this nigga got his jacket.
Wow.
This nigga got his jacket. And
yeah.
Like somebody else had a picture with him. I was like, man, Post Malone is out here for real.
Yeah.
He's
moving around. You know what I mean?
Shout out to Post Malone out here moving.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, no doubt. So, when will y'all be dropping your newest podcast?
Next Friday.
Next Friday?
Yeah.
Okay.
This Friday actually, because it's already we just dropped Cloth Talk yesterday.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, definitely. Yeah. So we definitely appreciate y'all coming out. You know what I'm saying? That big love, big shout out, man. Yeah. And we hope y'all continue success with what y'all doing. You know, I'm gonna keep tuning in, keep checking it out and everything, being supportive of it. Yeah. Y'all check out the Cloth Talk and also Niggaz Wit A Podcast.
Yeah.
And you heard it right here.
Check us out, man.
It's your main man Mel, kicking it with my man Lance AMILLION. We just over here keeping it a bill, kicking that real spill, and it's coming at you real fast. You now tuned in and representing for
Niggaz Wit A Podcast, baby. We outro, baby.
Already.
Appreciate you having us through, man.
No doubt. Thank y'all so much.
She fell in love with my lingo. She love my city grandma. I've been winning, call me bingo. She fell in love with my lingo. She love my city grandma. I've been winning, call me bingo. I've been selling on that gringo. White girl like Diana. Popping chips like casinos. Big bands call me Santa. Pull up in a foreign country. Smoking loud with bandana. That's my homie. In my city we some outlaws. Tried to ban us. They tried to ban us. Step up in the party, you can feel it on my aura. Blood for the China, same color as Kamora. Big bag Santa moves. Dropped it all Pro Tools. Remix with Joe, yeah. She fell in love with my lingo. She love my city grandma. I've been winning, call me bingo. She fell in love with my lingo. She love my city grandma. I've been winning, call me bingo. Let me in now. the mojo ain't free. Big Joe on the beat, dropping bombs like Clue. She fell in love with my lingo. She love my city grammar. I've been winning, call me bingo. She fell in love with my lingo. She love my city grammar. I've been winning, call me bingo. Love with my lingo. She asking for my single. She know that I'm a winner. Like bingo, yeah, I came from a Rigo. Never come up with illegal, cause it's foreign. No NBA draft pick, but I'm still scoring. With no major deal, 4 bottles in the club, still sealed for the meal. Pull up a fountain, pull up like Santa, blowing on the cloud bubble, cushy in Atlanta. Big Joe on the beat, dropping bombs like Clue. Ride, not your bridge.